4.3. It says graph linear functions. Now, this is absolutely a review of the grade 9. The grade 9, we graph linear functions quite a lot. However, that time, if you can recall, that time its equation is given. So now, for example, if it says y equals to negative 1 over 4x subtract 1. So how do I graph it? There are a couple of ways. One is a table of values, and another way is that we do know the y-intercept. Y-intercept means when x equals to 0. So if x and y, so if x equals to 0, then that means this part is become a 0, because something multiplied by 0 is always 0, and now y is negative 1. So therefore, it's always this part. Now the negative 1 over 4, it is a slope. So we call mx plus b. Now this b part is always the intercept. Okay, so now negative 1. So this is 1 point here on the line, which is 0 and negative 1. And then we're going to figure out another point, and then we connect 2 points, and that's our line. So then here, because it's negative 1 over 4, so that means I go down 1, and then I go right to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that is not my another point. And then I connect this line, the 2 points, and then that's my line. All right? But you see here, it has a different way to say. It says going through a point, and the slope is 2. This is even easier, doesn't matter. So going through a point, so let's locate the point. The point is 1, negative 4. So 1 and negative 4, okay, then this is my point. And slope is 2. Slope is 2 means m equals to 2 over 1. So go up 2, go right 1. And that is another point. Draw the line, and then that is your graph. Now, same thing, okay, so says the slope is this, and then going through the point negative 5 and 2. So negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. So my point is right here. This line going through this point. Great. Now, negative 1 over 2, we already talked about in the previous video, that either, so negative 1 over 3, you can either write negative 1 over 3. That means your rise is coming down 1, or you can also write as 1 over negative 3. Either way you want to write it. That means going up and then going left. So in this case, why don't we say, okay, I want to go down 1, and go right 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got another point. Then graph it. All right. Now the next one to say determine the slope of the graph. Okay, so then here we go. This is a point. This is a point right on the grid. This point is x value is negative 2. Y value is 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive 4. Now this one, the x value is 1, 2, 3. Y value is positive 1. Okay, so then the slope equals to this y value subtract that y value over this x value subtract this x value. So we have 3 and negative 5. Then that is our slope, negative 3 over 5. All right, so basically now we're talking about intercept. We just talked about the y-intercept, right? But we have y-intercept, and of course we have x-intercept. So what is y-intercept? Y-intercept means x equals to 0. All right, now what is x-intercept? And x-intercept means y equals to 0. Now we think about it. On your graph, if you have a line, certain slope, you just have this line here, right? This line would absolutely intercept with y-axis and intercept with x-axis. So this is called the y-intercept. This is called x-intercept. Now x-intercept is because at this one here, the y value is 0, and then you have x value. At this here, your x value, you see the x value is 0, so you got a 0, and you have y value. So they're just the two intercepts. All right, so then if you have a horizontal line, you only have a y-intercept. If you have a vertical line, you only have x-intercept. If you have any line that's got a slope, doesn't matter what is a positive slope or negative slope, then you have for sure two intercepts. All right? Now, what does infinite intercept mean? It means that your line here is just the x-axis and y-axis. So this two line, this one is called y equals to 0. That's the equation of this line. This line here is called x equals to 0. Now, in this case, of course, intercept with y-axis infinitely. This you intercept with x-axis infinitely. That means you have infinite number of intercepts. Okay, now here we go again. Determine the x-intercept, y-intercept with this equation with a slope and going through this. Okay, so let's first of all draw this graph, right? So we locate -4 and -2, so it's right here. And the slope is 2 and 3. Go up to, and so this here. So then, you can graph this. When you graph this, then you can see this point here is difficult to see, right? This point here is difficult to read, where this point is right here to read. However, in this case, if you can write out the equation of this line, then you should be perfectly fine. So how do I write the equation? So now, how do I write the equation? The textbook does not even talk about this, but I would like to throw this in. So how do you write this equation? So your line can always be written into y equals to mx plus b. All right? Now, you know the m because this is set 2 over 3. So this line equation is 2 over 3x. You only do not know what b is. What is a b? So now, what is a b here? Now let's take a look, because it says that this line go through this dot, have this. So it means when your x equals to -4, your y must be -2. See that? So therefore, your equation is being changed to, you're just going to solve what b is. So on this side, you got a -2. And on this side is 2 over 3 multiplied by -4 plus b. Okay, so move this to the other side because you cannot even cancel anything, which is sad. So then you got plus 8, because this is 8 over 3 now, negative, so you plus this, and you plus this 8 over 3. So this side, this number is completely gone. Now your b equals to -2 means that's -6 over 3 plus 8 over 3. Then your b is 2 over 3. Because as I said, it's very, very difficult to read this part. But with the equation now, you get the y-intercept is that. On the other hand, you can always, so now your equation now becomes y equals to 2 over 3x plus 2 over 3. Take a look at this. So then in this case, what is your x-intercept? X-intercept is when this one is become 0. So your 0 equals to 2 over 3x plus 2 over 3. So move this to the other side. Therefore, your x equals to -1. That's why your x is -1 here for the other intercept. All right? Okay, so then the next question, the next example, I would suggest you to take a look by yourself because otherwise the video will go too long. And then do exercise in 4.3. Thank you for watching.